We need to work on joint sanctions at the G7 level.
Russia's war of aggression continues. Terrorist threats persist. We are not at war, but we are not at peace either.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he expects more prisoners of war will be exchanged with Russia, following the latest round of peace talks held in Istanbul. Speaking after a NATO meeting in Vilnius, Zelenskyy confirmed that the Istanbul discussions have concluded and hinted at progress on a new prisoner exchange. He said, "We all want the same thing, to stop the Russian war and bring real peace." Zelenskyy emphasized that the joint goal should be to end what he described as Russia's hunger for aggression. He made it clear that Russian President Vladimir Putin should not be allowed to decide who can or cannot join NATO. Zelenskyy warned that Putin's appetite for war will only grow unless confronted. He also stressed the need for NATO to send a strong and united message, that Russia will not gain anything from this war. "We all need to work together to make this doable," he added. Zelenskyy further stated that if the talks in Istanbul fail to bring results, there must be a new level of pressure, including tougher sanctions. He called for sanctions not just from Europe but globally, at the G7 level. That includes the United States and all countries that want peace, he said. These sanctions, he added, must be powerful enough to seriously limit Russia's trade. Without them, Zelenskyy warned, Putin will just keep playing games. Earlier at the NATO summit in Vilnius, Zelenskyy praised the alliance's commitment and said their collective efforts are making Europe stronger. He also referred to discussions on Operation Spider's Web, a program that highlights the importance of staying ahead in military and technological capabilities. Meanwhile, in Istanbul, Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan opened the talks by saying U.S. support is extremely important to the Russia-Ukraine negotiations. He credited President Donald Trump's determination to establish peace as having opened a new diplomatic opportunity. Fidan said the main objective is to ensure sustainable peace, and that efforts now must focus on turning dialogue into long-term stability. With talks in Istanbul wrapped up, attention will now turn to whether any concrete steps, including a new prisoner exchange, will follow. Zelensky's message is clear: unity, pressure, and action are the only path to ending Russia's war.
Talks in Istanbul just ended, and I'm waiting for the Minister of Mayor full report. They exchanged documents through the Turkish side, and we are preparing a new release of prisoners of the war. Today we see the situation clearly. If Russia turns the Istanbul meeting into an empty talk, there must be a new level of pressure, new sanctions, and not just from Europe. We need to work on joint sanctions at the G7 level, including with the United States and with everyone in the world who wants peace. It's very, very important that each of our partners supports this exact approach.